Jackie. You know, I think it was either in Jackie Chan Adventure. I think his father called Jackie. Anyway, Jackie, I have a message for you. You know, message me, okay? I want to interview you, okay? It's my dream, okay? Anyway, most people will think that, oh, it couldn't happen. Hey, that's most people. I think that's the world are drowning in nothing but bullshit. I'm sorry. I think the average person could have lived their dream to the fullest. So I think that's my purpose, right? To bring something uniquely, my thoughts, my connection with ideas that I have read through the years. And of course, I have interviewed a lot of martial artists, from Choi Lei Fut, Hun Fut, to Jeet Kune Do, from Ron Bilicki to Dana Lee Inosanto, and also what's his name, Jason David Frank. Everybody's hero was Bruce Lee. Mine was a mystical creature called Monkey King in Sun Wukong, because he's the all-powerful. He destroyed heaven and hell, right? He don't like being told what to do. He's like, to hell with that. I'll become this powerful being, and he get respected. But mine would be Wong Fei-hung. He's the hero of China, or was the hero of China, legend. Most people who aren't into martial arts, they don't know who he is. He's the I grew up watching Wong Fei-hung, Wong Fei-hung. He's a martial artist whose styles is Hung Gar, and his father is Wong Ki-ying, and he's a respectable kung fu master. He have morals and principles that I like in the character. Now, martial arts, sometimes most people who get into martial art, they pigeonhole themselves. So does every other norm and culture. They pigeonhole themselves. They blindly follow other people without taking a step back and looking at it. Anyway, people are into he was in Bruce Lee movie Enter the Dragon. Now, this book, he talked about his life and he revealed his life. Now, most people who are into Jackie Chan and everybody who you see who's famously famous, you think that they're unreachable. But do you really think that they're unreachable because they're busy? Most of the time, they're not. Like, most people who think that Gary Vee are busy or whatnot, people don't know that I can reach out to any CEO and ask them questions because of social media, because of entrepreneurs like them, because technology has ability to allow me to connect with authors, entrepreneurs, martial artists across the path. I'm usually flexible. I can find them on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, or Instagram. It doesn't matter. I don't tie anything to stuck using any platform. But it's because Twitter allowed me to reach the person without the noise. Oftentimes, because of Instagram, that they have a lot of noise. I like to reach it, but there's many methods, right? Oftentimes, I can find people on YouTube to interview. That's it. So I interview vastly amazing people who are reaching their dream and going for it. You know, most average person aren't going after their dream. For me, I want to interview, people think it's egoic to interview famous people, but that's my dream, right? There was this one lady who was in the Law of Attraction. She said, why are you interviewing a best-selling author? You should interview smaller author. She is correct. I should interview smaller author, but what she was incorrect was, it's my dream. I don't want to die with my dream on, we don't, in my opinion, we only have one life. What's the point of living that life if it's not exciting? It doesn't give you a kick and it's like, wow, this life, it's incredible. Like, I think that it's too often time people think, the reason why I bring these type of author in is because to disrupt there's a need for a refreshing idea to come. Like, I think that people often get tired to listen to the same thing over and over, and they're frustrated what a problem. So what oftentimes is I bring these experts to come in, because all these experts, what happened is then they're helping me to bridge the gap with education. And education, like Gary Vee said, has failed entrepreneurs. I think it has failed me, but I think that school has given me a gift. You know why? Because it labeled me special education. I think now I view special education as a gift because I'm not normal. I mean, I'm weird. And, you know, I get to say that because I'm weird. I'm not like anyone else. So it's not everybody else is not like everyone else. People have their unique individuality that they need to put forth. Now, my mission is to be able to do book reviews not only for different type of audience like personal development, self-help, but to help people who are poor and they don't have any they couldn't find access to information. So I'm bringing that gap between that because I know, you know, I think that school and education, you know, books are important. People don't view it as that. For me, I have certain information in my brain to be able to access it. Now, most people say you shouldn't have so much information or data. Like, I think you should know, like, information. You should have the knowledge. Otherwise, you don't know. Now, in this book, he talks about his insecurity, his flaws to the world. Now, he's brave enough to talk about it. And his first love was Taiwanese. And because of insecurity, he pushed her away. And so toward the end, she was about to die, or she was sick or something, I can't remember. And she died. And he felt so bad, right? And so he has insecurity about that. So he attracted a Taiwanese wife, his second wife or whatever. His wife is Taiwanese. Now, most people say that. For me, I see the connection because I have studied the subconscious mind and how people, whatever you are, how do you say it, whatever is in your subconscious mind, you will bring it to your reality. Now, most people don't know about Will Smith. Will Smith, he know about the law of attraction. He knows about the universe. If you ever watch his stuff, or Bruce Lee know about the universe, but people don't understand about the universe, right? That the universe will bring you your experience based on what you give out, your energy. I believe now is my thought. It's not just cell moving through form, through time. It's energy. You are energy. You're moving through time. You're moving through space and time with your energy. Now, anyway, his subconscious mind is moving toward Taiwanese woman, right? Because of his exposure to Taiwanese, and he loved her, and she was a famous singer, right? And so this includes that the subconscious mind is seeking that experience again. So I have a talk before with this shopper. He was Spanish, and I thought he was Filipino, but he come over to me, and then he was like, "Are you Filipino?" I was like, "No," and I was like, I wanted to ask because now I wanted to do research on why other race stayed Asian. Instead of being mad at them, I want to ask. So I asked him, I was like, so you date Asian women, why? He told me why. He told me because his great-grandfather married and dated a Filipina woman, so now he marry a Filipino. His wife is Filipino and he's Spanish. That means it's the subconscious that control your behavior. So he was a millionaire when he was 21, and he used to buy everything, because he grew up poor. He had nothing. So most people don't understand that his life, it's all about hard work. And his films, and he understood that his film is being watched by kids and adults, and he wanted to put a certain type of message in his film. Now, most people think that he's amazing, he can sing. Of course he can sing, but he had practice. And he talked about his messages, that history. Like, culture should be preserved. I don't care what culture it is, Asian, Spanish or white or whatever, the culture should not be forgotten. If you forgot your culture, you forgot your originality, where you come from. That's his message always. That because he got pissed at people, or I don't know, his movie, he got pissed at where people are taking the Chinese culture and putting it in their museum, right? And he got pissed at that. Or I don't know if he got pissed at that. So, and here I talk about he used to buy everything, now he give everything away. He give things to charity. Now, in his book, he talk about his fans. Now, this is where it motivate me more to pursue this dream of mine. It may be crazy. I want to see it happen, and I want to see if I can make this happen, right? If I can make this happen, because it'd be legitly fun. Like I want to ask the universe, hey universe, come on, give me Jackie Chan. I want to interview Jackie Chan. Like I'm interviewing like all these amazing people. Come on, give me Jackie Chan, because over the years if I can bring him on and talk to him, not just give like a set of questions, but I want to connect him at a human to human connection. So that'll be awesome. And most people probably think I probably would be so stoked. My heart would be pounding. I'll be like, shit, I'm talking to Jackie Chan. Right? I'm gonna play that in my head. Okay, so that his fan just go up to him and like smack the crap. And there was one girl, man, his fan is crazy, man. And then in his book also he talked about he trained with him and Sammo Hung trained at Michelle Yeoh. If you don't know who Michelle Yeoh is, she was in Super Cop, and I think that she was in the Tiger Hidden Dragon, whatever that is name. And he trained her, and he trained a lot of martial arts people, and he's known for his stunts, right? He do his own stunt. Oh my god, in this book he talked about he had a brain surgery. Jesus Christ, man, that's crazy. For me, I know him for Police Story 1, 2, no, Police Story 2, and then 3, and then after that he do Police Story 4. He told the story where his father, the reason why he played detective for Police Story, because his father was a double agent or a agent, or like a whatever, like kind of like an FBI or something. That's why he always portrayed that in his movie. That's kind of cool. Like his father went away when he was little. His father put him in Oprah martial art school where they train him and discipline him to do martial arts. And I think that's pretty cool. That's the story that I look up into. I mean, not only just Bruce Lee, right? Bruce Lee is cool. Most people like Bruce Lee. For me, it's not just me. It's Wong Fei-hung, the master of Hung Ga, and legendary. And Jackie Chan play very well in the Drunken Master 2. Wong Fei-hung doing the you want to sing for me now, and he do the drunken boxing. I like that style. Okay. That's it. That's what I got. Thank you, Jackie Chan, for writing this book and being honest. You know why? Now I can tell you that story to people, because I think that people yearns for to hear that message that the people who they look up to have flaws and insecurity like they do, because everybody need to be relatable to somebody to connect them at a subconscious level. And now I think about it, it's not just connecting people at the subconscious level, it's about the energetic level of a human being. If they can reach their energy field connecting to each other, what they say is what attracts is the energy that they put out. Thank you. Oh, and he also said put the good work out. Be kind to people, right? That's it.